coming, one of Hollywood's most popular leading men. He's starring in the #1 movie in the country, Snow White and Huntsman, which can be seen in theaters just about everywhere. Please welcome Chris Hemsworth. Chris! Pretty good, the #1 movie, and also starring in the Avengers.
Yeah. It's starting in a couple of months.
The Avengers, isn't that like the 5th highest grossing movie?
It wasn't. It's the 3rd.
Oh, it's the 3rd now. I just want to see if you correct me. Yeah.
Hot on the heels of a couple other small films, Avatar and Titanic.
Yeah. And your brothers in the Hunger Games? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Strange. We've been crossing in different countries around the world and scratching our heads as to how the hell we've even been employed, let alone in these kind of films. So.
Well, I know you. I read once you almost gave up, or you almost quit acting. Is that true?
Yeah, a few times. I mean, I was here and I had about a period of like 8 or 9 months where I felt like I was going backwards, you know, and around the time I thought, I'm over it and going back to Australia, and you kind of...
So it took you 8 or 9 months to make it. Whew, that's a bit.
No, I'd been here for about 3 or 4 years before that. This was after 3 years, right? I sort of had some momentum, and then that momentum kind of, the handbrake was on, and I don't know, and then, I don't know, kind of, once you kind of let go and give up, so to speak, something, the desperation goes away. And
that's kind of the way it works. When you think you're done, you're just getting started.
Yeah.
So what did you do? Did you do the usual odd jobs?
I mean, I did back in Australia before I came over. I mean, I was a lot of construction work and building sites and horticultural labouring and...
What's the worst? That's when you...
The worst. I wouldn't say it was the worst, but it was an interesting job. I worked for Fisher and Paykel, which is a homeware company, and I used to... you know what breast pumps are?
Yes.
Yes,
I'm an adult.
So
I've heard of those.
We've all used them. And
you were the human breast pump?
I was the human breast pump. You go around, and I was rented out through pharmacies, and I had to clean and assemble and repair breast pumps that were rented to pharmacies. And I was like 15, and the machine would come in covered in dried milk, and I'd be there with the toothbrush and scrubbing them up and cleaning, and then the fan belt would break, so I'd pull them apart and repair it and check if they were working again.
And the fan belt would break. So what do you got, like a Chevy V8 running?
Big serious engine.
They got a big fan belt or wow, this is big. Must be some big breasts.
Buckets of milk. Yeah, no, they were the V8 version of the breast pumps.
You know what I'm really excited about? You're doing Ron Howard's movie about James Hunt, Formula One racing driver, very charismatic guy, very handsome guy, big race guy.
In the 70s, it was. Ron kept saying it was when driving was safe and the sex was safe and driving was dangerous.
That's right.
And now it's the other way around. And in the 70s, 4 or 5 people were dying a year in Formula One, and these guys were the gladiators. And James, the character I play, was kind of the rock star of that world, and drank and partied and smoked and loves women, lots of them.
Now you had to sort of go. I know you had to sort of pump up for Thor and Huntsman.
Yeah.
Was it the opposite to this?
I did. I had to squeeze into the Formula One car. So I went from kind of eating everything to eating nothing, and through that period, I was. I mean, my wife was pregnant at the time, and I had more symptoms of a pregnant woman than she did. I was moody and hungry and tired, and she said, "Shut up, just eat something." And
Now, how did you do in the driving? How did you do driving the Formula One? It's tricky, isn't it?
It's tricky. I mean, you get little pedals, and they're all very close together, and I mean, they're like go-karts on steroids, and very sensitive accelerator, and it's very easy to kind of...
And things happen in a second.
They do, yeah.
It's like a hundredth of a second is a long... Because that would be 50 feet, 100 feet if you're racing. Now, explain what we're seeing here. Now, I got this footage of you.
In the car?
This is you...
Oh, this is in the car, right. Okay, this is... so we're practicing pulling into the pits and then pulling out again. You know, a nice smooth kind of in and out. And this is what happened. And if you can hear the audio, you can hear the mechanics laughing.
How did it look?
I was meant to go in a straight line there. And...
Now, tell me about Snow White and Huntsman. Did you know Chris before the show?
No, I didn't. I'd met her a couple of weeks beforehand when we started rehearsing and what have you. And it was great, a lot of fun. I mean, we shot in London. It was wet and cold and dirty for 4 or 5
Really,
months.
wet and cold in London? I'm stunned. Wow.
Strange, wasn't it? Yeah.
Now, what happened? I read somewhere she decked you. What happened? What was that all about?
Yeah, she punched me in the face.
Really? What?
I think it was an accident.
Yeah.
The jury's still out on that.
You don't know why?
We were doing we were doing a fight scene, and she kind of had to throw a punch, and I could feel her knuckles getting closer and closer, and then it kind of skimmed my nose, and I thought, like, if she can she's tiny, it won't hurt. And then, bam, and I was out of the shot. And
wow.
Yeah, if the fight was going to continue, I didn't want any part of it.
Well, you do a great job in the film, and it seems like you're just soaking wet through the whole film.
It was, yeah. It was wet and cold.
But that's got to get old at 14 now. A guy comes with, I mean, every 2 hours, a guy comes with a hose. Okay, and you do all that.
It was the hose or the roll in the mud, like, literally to match the continuity. And meanwhile, the horses are kind of doing their business in the mud that I'm rolling in. And, yeah, lived and breathed. That dirty old character.
I like that impression of the horses doing their business. Yeah, that was the lifting
the leg up.
I like that.
That's what horses do.
That's how they do their business, just like that. Now, what is this clip we're going to see?
That's what I do when I go to the bathroom. This clip is, so the Snow White has escaped the castle, and the evil queen, Charlize Theron, has said, find me someone who can track her. And she's in the dark forest, which, no one will go in there except this one guy, because he doesn't really care, which is me. And this is it.
Let's take a look.
My brother tells me you are a widower, a drunkard, and one of few who has ventured into the dark forest.
Really?
One of my prisoners has escaped there.
Oh, and he's dead?
She.
She is certainly dead.
Find her. Bring her to me.
Oh, I've been to that forest. I'm not going back.
You will be rewarded handsomely.
What good is gold to me if I'm lying dead with the crows picking at my eyes? Why is she of such value?
That is none of your concern.
I'll determine what concerns me, thank you.
You will do this for me, Huntsman.
If I refuse?
Before we go, congratulations, you just had a baby girl?
I did, yeah.
How old is she now?
She's 4 weeks old.
Oh, that's great. Can I ask your name? Is that too
India.
India. Oh, very nice. That's very pretty. Congratulations, Chris. Congratulations on your son. Good to see you. Be right back with the music of the Chris Robinson Brotherhood.